That ain't Guitar Zan right there, is it? That raccoon might be Guitar Zan. That raccoon right there, he could be Guitar Zan. He don't know how to play guitar though. That raccoon could be Guitar Zan, but he don't know how to play a guitar. He ain't never seen a guitar before. That raccoon right there looks like Fuzzball to me. That raccoon looks like Fuzzball to me. That might be Fuzzball. That might be Fuzzball right there. Come here. That's that little Fuzzball, big mouth. That's a little raccoon with a big mouth right there. A little raccoon with a big mouth. Which raccoon are you? You look like that small raccoon. You got a small head on you. Raccoon, it's about 11 o'clock, a little bit after 11 o'clock right now. I better not be making a lot of noise. My neighbors get mad. I've got on to my neighbors 2 or 3 times. There they come out here at 11 o'clock at night there and start making a lot of noise. I tell them to be quiet, and they don't like me for it. Watch him, watch him, watch him. Did you hear that? He grabbed a handful of them too. How much did you drop over there? Raccoon, I got on that thing right there and made it make a noise. I did that, raccoon. I did that. Hadn't heard that song in a long time, Guitar Zan. I was talking about the concerts I've been to, and someone talking about that, and they're talking about the cars. They write down the cars and concerts they've been to, and I was thinking about the cars I've had. I probably had 15, 20 cars. I had one of my first cars I had was a 1966 MG four-seater. 1966 MG four-seater. I know y'all hadn't seen many MGs that was a four-seater. It was a hard top. It had the motor put in there sideways. It was front-wheel drive. I know you ain't seen many MGs that had front-wheel drive. It was a 4-speed, and that was the first car I had. 1966 MG four-seater, and my next car was a 19. It was an English Ford, English Ford. I think it was a 1964 English Ford. And that car, I wish I still had that car. Or what I did with that car. I had that car there, and it was fun. And I lived on an island, and I took that car and I took a hacksaw and I cut the roof off of it. I left the windshield. I took the roof off of it and cut the roof off. Made me a convertible. That was a pretty neat little car. And then I had a 1960 something Cortina. I know y'all hadn't seen a Cortina, but that was an English Ford Cortina. English Ford. It was a Cortina. And then I had about 3 Volkswagens. I had a 1962 Volkswagen, 1964 Volkswagen, 1966 Volkswagen. I love Volkswagens. That was some good cars. And then I had I might get them mixed up. And then I bought me a 1977 Toyota Celica. And I like that car, that Toyota Celica. It was a 4-speed or 5-speed. It was a 5-speed. And then my next car I bought was a 1979 Toyota Celica. It was automatic. Now that was a nice car. 1979 Toyota Celica. Man, that thing was white. Had a tan, about the same color as this, tan roof on it. Cloth roof, whatever they call it, leather roof. And the interior was tan. And I bought it from a bank. It had something like about 500 miles on the car. Somebody bought the car brand new and they could not pay for it, so the bank took it from them there. And I bought it from the bank for $2,500. It was a brand new car. Brand new Toyota Celica, $2,500. I bought it from the bank. I worked at a nuclear power plant, building a nuclear power plant when I bought that car. And then, let me see. Oh man, I had, I can't remember now. I'm just gonna name a few cars. I had a 1970 Chrysler New Yorker. That was a nice car. It had a 383 4-barrel. It was gold. It was gold with gold interior. And I put a gold window tint in it. That was a 1970. Yeah, that was a 1970 model. Well, before that, I had I got to back up a few years. I had a 1960 something, a 1965 or something like that, Plymouth station wagon, 1964 Plymouth station wagon. And that was a good car. That was a good car. I met a lot of girls with that car. And that was a station wagon and had air conditioner. Didn't have air conditioner in the dash. The air conditioner was where the vent was up top, where the vent, your vent blows on your window. And what you did was it would blow on the window, but it had vents. You could flip up to blow face towards you. You could flip them back down, or you could flip the vents up. And that was a 19. And it had a push button. You could push park. You push it like this right here, and the park up and down for parking. It was park. Down. You push it up in neutral, then you had reverse, neutral, drive, 1 or 2. But it was a push button. And I had it one day. I was at a boat land. I had a car parked like this. Had them parked, and I did not realize that those the lever that you went up and down was cable. So when I went down and I parked it on the hill, well, that cable went slack, and the tide was coming in. So I had to call my friend, had a record. He had to come pick it up and pull it up off the boat ramp, and then it would transmission work right. I didn't realize that. And then I bought a, here he comes back. He didn't want to hear all them stories. And then I bought me a, let me see, 70. Oh, I had a, I bought two. I bought a 1952 dang, I can't think of the name of it now. But it was a little small car. And then in 1970, I bought a 1952 panel van, but it was real small. It was not much bigger than a Volkswagen. It was, it was real. It was probably, 15 or probably 10 foot long, 12 foot long, and probably 5 foot, 3 or 4 foot wide. It was small, little tiny. I wish I had 1958 model. Dang, I wish I could think of the name of that thing. I had two of them though, but it was a little panel wagon, panel van. Had two doors on the back. And what was that thing called? I can't think of what it was called. But it was, I wish I had that thing now. That was real neat. It was a panel wagon, a panel truck, but it was about as big as a 1960 something model Volkswagen. It was real small. It was something like a Fiat, a small Fiat. It was something like that, but it was weird. It was probably the bed, the panel. It was probably 4 foot long. The panel van was the back of it there had a little 4-cylinder, and I can't think of the name of that thing. Them two of them I had. They were nice. And then I liked old cars, and then I bought a I used to buy old cars like that and work on them, fix them up some. And then I bought I'm getting lost in my thoughts. I bought 4 or 5 trucks. I bought 2 or 3 Lincoln cars. Like I say, I bought a 1978, I think it was, a Lincoln car. I bought it from Stevie, the rock and roll band Molly Hatchet. Stephen Holland, Steve Holland. He was I don't know what he was now, a bass player or something for Molly Hatchet back in the 70s. But he was a good friend of mine there and all. And but I bought a Lincoln from him, and that was a nice car. I own a Lincoln right now. And then I bought I'm getting lost in my thoughts again. 70, I bought I don't know, I can't remember now. I'm getting lost in my thoughts. I'm thinking about the raccoon, watching the raccoon. He's down there. You cannot see him, but I can see the raccoon down there. He's right at the corner of my porch. But anyway, but now I own a car and a truck, and I bought a Triumph Spitfire. I've had 2 of those, a Triumph Spitfire. And the last one I had was a 79 model, and I probably sold it a few years ago. I have a video of that Triumph Spitfire that I bought. Like I say, I've had 2 of those. And the last one I bought was a 79, a Triumph Spitfire, and it was a 4-speed. It was a 5-speed, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it had a button. You mashed the button, then the overdrive come in. And I rebuilt the motor in it and did a lot of work on that. Got that car looking real good and all. And I sold it a few years back, and I just, in the summertime it was too hot, in the wintertime too cold, and but I like that Triumph. It was a nice little car too, Triumph Spitfire. And I had a 1962 Plymouth station wagon. 1962 Plymouth station wagon. That was a nice little car to go camping out in. I take them cars, them station wagons, and I go camp out in them things, sleep in the back of them. That's when I was young. I don't like touching them things right there, no snail or slug. He'll leave a trail everywhere he goes. He just leaves a trail. You can see right there where he's leaving a trail as he goes. He leaves a little liquid trail. Okay, I got this cleaned up. Yeah, it's about 11:30 right now. Yeah, they got plenty of pecans for a little while before I go get some more. That raccoon there was a small raccoon right there. I think that was a small raccoon. I don't think that was Messmaker or that small raccoon's brother. I don't think that was either one of them. Clara's bowl got plenty of water in it. Clara's bowl there. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video. I don't forgot what I was doing inside now. I was doing something, watching television on the computer and on my telephone all at the same time. Okay, stop this video.